In this video, Kevin and I want to talk about who is missing. Who's missing as a part of the overall team that's needed to fully implement the Takt Production System. And this is such a crucial concept. And this was actually a topic idea from one of our people because we deal with it all the time. We're doing billions of dollars worth of work, meaning scheduling and production planning and lean implementation for billions of dollars worth of work, multiple billions. You know, we've done that before. 1 million seconds is 2 weeks. 1 billion seconds is 32 years. That's a lot of money. I just want to bring it up. Anyway, so what happens when somebody's missing? And so I just wanted to riff a bit on that. I want to start from the top. Who is missing? The people that work the best with Elevate and LeanTakt and the people that do the best with their lean implementation are when the CEO, COO, CVO, president, whoever the leader or the owner of the company is involved, boots on the ground. That's why Paul Akers won't even let you tour his facility or come jam out with him until the leadership team has been involved, has read the book, and has created 100 videos, right? Because that leadership must be involved. And I love the pattern that Bob Emiliani taught me, that a lean company is where leadership, the decision-making power, the money, and the authority are merged with the workers, people boots on the ground, in a feedback loop where they can be successful. Non-lean company is where they're separate, disconnected. Lean, not lean. So who's missing? I would say for us, one of the biggest things is the person in charge of this company in on this, or has he or she delegated this, which is not going to work. So what is another who that's missing in the process with lean implementation or Takt specifically that can't be missing? What's another who?
I'll go all the way down to the other level. So like I will say the foremen have to be involved in the lean and Takt implementation process.
Love that.
It may seem abstracted because we oftentimes don't quite, think of the foreman as being on our project team, but they are absolutely on our project team, and they are the ones that are actually producing the projects that we have. So we've got to get those foremen on our team. And if they're missing at all, even if they're there, but they're missing in that they're not participating, then, that's an issue that we have to address. We've got to win them over.
Yeah, I love that. One other thing that you and LeanTakt and the rest of us have done with the crew boards is actually garnered the wisdom of the workers as well, right? Mm-hmm. The wisdom of the workers is coming in with those crew boards, and now they have so, I was thinking about it the other day, they have so much autonomy and authority to make decisions with those crew boards and the right information. That's brilliant. I love that. Mm-hmm. Okay, another missing who. We actually got asked this the other day about do we play nice with scheduling directors? And the answer is we play nice with scheduling directors if they're not going to shove CPM down our throat, and if they are open to learning and collaborating with us, knowing that CPM is a passive or should be a passive system, and that we can really streamline the process. And so if we don't have the heart and the mind and the goodwill of the scheduling director as a part of the overall process, that's always going to hurt us. Mm-hmm. Because then we're fighting with two different systems. We're not aligned. We have the ninth waste, which is unhealthy conflict and a lack of alignment. We're fighting for significance. We're fighting for the ability to implement. And it's always the CPM process versus the Takt process, right? So the biggest who is, and I do want to shout out, we want to partner with scheduling directors. We want to help make them famous. We want to make them look good. We want to help their career. We're not trying to take their job. And that goes for schedulers as well. We can be such a boon to their career if we work together. So a missing who in this process is we got to have that influence everywhere we go. Let's keep going. What position, what's a missing who we can't have?
Yeah, depending on the size of the project, you need somebody who is interacting with the work that's really happening on site. So an assistant superintendent, a superintendent, a lead, somebody who is that coordinating person that has a really good understanding of the plan, has a really good understanding of production principles, and who is out there in the field really making sure that everybody has what they need and is enabling work.
I like that. If we don't have that, then we don't have the real problems, the real feedback from the field, and the real story of what's going on, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, let me give another one. If we don't have, and this is an easy one, so I'm kind of being cheap here, but like if we don't have either the PM or the superintendent or the project director, project executive, general superintendent, we've got to have that two-in-a-box pairing bought in, ready to go. It can't be, oh, the PM wants to do this, but the super's dragging his or her feet. It can't be that the super's into this, but the PM's dragging his or her feet. They can't be missing. When we have these people involved, it always goes well. When we've worked with clients where I'll say one or two of those are missing, it doesn't go well because it's literally like pushing a rope. I don't know if there's a better analogy, but you're really not implementing Takt or Last Planner or Lean anymore. You're really just in a turf war now. Mm-hmm. Right? So you can't have those folks missing as a part of the overall process. Let's back to you. Any that we missed? Maybe we've got everybody at this point. I don't know.
I think that's probably close to it. You may have, I'm thinking about like a site coordinator or somebody, or a PE, somebody else like that, that's, helping do some of the nitty gritty stuff that needs to be done.
Yep.
And they can help in all of the weekly work plan creation, the facilitation of any of the schedule stuff that we have, any of the KPIs, anything like that. So that's definitely necessary. We do some of that for some of our smaller clients.
Yeah.
But it really, you got to have somebody there who's facilitating all of that kind of stuff that happens behind the scenes.
I like that. And one of the things that we learn is that we must have these key things. We must have an owner that sees the paradigm, an owner's rep, and a design team and our own internal company leadership that see that lean respect for people paradigm and has the mindset. And we've got to have the goal, the rules, and the structure to really let us do what we need to do. And if any, really the one who that we can't have is the dissenter, is the one that's trying to tear down the whole system, whether it be for power, money, or significance, or fear, or whatever. And I'm not demonizing that person. I've been that person before. That's not what I'm saying. But like, we've got to get past that. And if a company's, one thing that I'll say in closing here from my part is that if a company's going to do a lean transformation, you're going to lose people. And you're going to have to hold some people accountable. And if you don't have the aptitude, not you, but like anybody, if we don't have the aptitude to do that, then we're probably not going to make it very far. The companies that work with Elevate and LeanTakt always have two things in common. The owner or the president or the CEO is involved, and they are willing to hold people accountable, and they're doing this because they truly care about people. And so there's that strong motivation, strong leverage, and willingness to do the right thing. So, having the right people. And one last thing that I'll say is like I've seen this a lot with design. I love designers, and I'm not making fun of them, but people being on a design meeting, camera off, muted, they're just continuing their design work for another project. They're not paying attention. Whoever needs to be there needs to be there and needs to be present, participating, ready to go. Even a small lack of the right who, even in just one meeting, can be detrimental. Anything else, Kevin?
Just get the right who's, and my perspective on this has changed a little bit over the last little while. I think that people really are trying to do the best that they can. So the first thing, if you think you have the wrong who, maybe look at how you can support that person, what training they need, what systems are failing them, and how we can support that person first. And getting the right who's with the right amount of training is definitely the key. So
I like that. And the first two, then what? First, get the right people on the bus in the right seats, and then figure out where to drive it. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. On we go.